So you made it to chapter 13, how to pay very little or no income taxes on your mortgage W-2 income because you're using real estate investment tax strategies. What do I mean by that? It's kind of a mouthful. So let's just say you make $100,000 a year. How much do you pay in taxes and mortgage? What, probably $40,000? If you make $1 million a year, how much do you have to pay in taxes? What, $400,000? You make $10 million a year, you're paying $4 million in taxes, so on and so on. What I struggled with as I consistently try to grow my mortgage business, every dollar I made, 40, 50% of it, whatever the tax bracket that you're in, I had to go pay the IRS that, or I paid that through my W-2, through my check each month. What I learned is how to build wealth. What I learned is 2013, I bought my first single family in 2013, March of 2013. I studied and built models and systems around it to where like the first year I bought 11 single family. Next year, bought another 9. By 2016, I already had 45 single family, and I started 1031 exchanging them over to multifamily. Now I own 11 apartment complexes, which is 487 doors. So some might say I know what I'm talking about, but what I want you to understand is this is easily done at whatever level you're at. If you're making $100,000 a year and you want to buy investment property, cost segregate it, write-offs, depreciation, allows you to pay no taxes on your mortgage income. Or if you're making $1 million a year and you don't want to pay $400,000 a year in taxes, here are some strategies that have helped me, plus also many other wealthy people, that has you paying no W-2 taxes. There's something called the 25% rule that I learned to follow, and it's how to invest 50% of my income each month. As you can imagine, it was hard because most loan officers, including myself, lived high on the hog, especially when we do really well. So my income, Nikki, my wife and I, of 18 years now, we used to be living off 77% of my income. That makes it really difficult to invest 50% of my income when I was living off 77% of my gross income. It doesn't work that way. And so the first step having to be an honest conversation with my wife that we were overextended. Not very fun conversation. I was already 35 years old, had a house on a country club, on the golf course, was a member of a country club, had luxury cars, and they lived high in the hog and unfortunately had no wealth. Here in Texas, we call people like who I used to be, big hat, no cattle. That means you're just all show and no dough. So if I didn't work, my family did not eat. That's not really good leadership. I didn't have any passive income because I was over leveraged. When I rolled up my sleeves and had an honest conversation with my wife, we had to start cutting things back. So Nikki gave up going to salon and getting her hair done, and she started doing her hair herself. She gave up getting her nails done. She started doing her nails herself. She started clipping coupons for the sake of groceries. Now, the burden did not fall on my wife, if that's what you're asking. It also fell on me. I had a BMW 735 convertible, and I had to sell that BMW and then bought a Honda Accord cash. It was fine. It still got me to work and back, but instead of having to pay a $900 car payment each month, I had $0 in car payments. I just bought a Honda Accord cash. I'm sure you don't feel sorry for me. However, I also gave up my country club membership, which was really, really difficult because I absolutely love playing golf. But I wanted more wealth, more importantly than just playing golf. It was very difficult and it hurt the ego when I pull up the office in a Honda versus BMW, but we both knew what we wanted and we didn't want to file bankruptcy like our parents did one day if I lost my job or something happened to us. We wanted to build generational wealth. So that was really important to us, and that's the why behind all this. So by playing better defense and budgeting, within a 12-month period, we're able to decrease our expenses from 77% to only 35% what I made. It's still not the 25% rule. I didn't get there until year 2, but from going from 77% of the expenses to 35% of my expenses is what I lived off. Now here's the question. If I do that, and then from there I have less expenses, not only am I able to invest more, but I have more what? Peace of mind. I've got the ability to be more patient. I've got the ability not to feel like I really need this deal to close. I want this deal to close. When you're having to put so much pressure on yourself, sometimes you'll make bad decisions when you're needing money versus wanting money. So, which allows us to now to put more money in savings each month, which positioned us to start building our family wealth. So when you talk about how do I buy 9 single family the first year, well, it's really easy. I had a lot of equity in my house and I did a home equity line of credit and I started buying investment properties from it because the equity was sitting in the house. The point I'm trying to make is if you don't have equity in your house, you still have an income and you'll get there, but you've got to start somewhere. You've got to start focusing on how do you grow your wealth, not just grow your mortgage income. I really hope not many people fall off here, but because this is more important than growing your mortgage income. There's no point of growing your mortgage income, having a huge W-2. You're so proud of yourself. You're #1 on stage. You're #1 in your company, but you have no wealth. You have no residual income. You're not leaving your children and generations behind your children wealth. The single family game is where I started, and so can you because it's easy. I'll see you at the next video. We'll break down jumping in the single family game.